made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Washington Redskins. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting. You got nothing to that. You got nothing.
A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Next to receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On 2nd and 2, Wentz. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
On first down, they run with Howard. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go counter with Howard. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at about the Redskins' 25.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 14.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the red zone now, Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
81.
Wentz going to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Go. 53. It's been a long day for you. Slam. Take four.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
fourth down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Now Wentz will keep it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Let's go now. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? For it, and it won't help them at contact.
On second and 11 now. Haskins. Going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Third down, here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into third and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's first and 10. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Brings up second and 8 at the 39-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now Haskins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it fourth and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, simple. A tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Great 57. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Hey, Delta. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. It's a party now.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Throwing is Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They begin things in much better field position than their opening drive as they come up 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd down, Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards.
1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a run with Geis. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Washington.
Coming to you, coming to you.
They'll run with Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Second down and goal. Haskins. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Get out the field, defense.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And taken right at the 35. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. To Thompson on the draw. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
120! Don't get nervous. Sunday. Kill. 53. Mike.
On first down, Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there at 22.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got him in, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Next to score, Eagles 7, Redskins nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run with Howard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. There he goes, right side. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. They call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending. They're fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. So maybe the defense will have to kickstart the offense here. The first points of the game comes from that defensive unit.
Yeah, sometimes you get together and you say, hey, maybe it's on us today. We have to go out and force the issue and make a play and get everyone else going.
We play to win. Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Again, Peterson. They find some open field here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now Haskins on first down. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A good kick, 49 yards. Just 3 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Howard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
53's the mark. 53, check.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Haskins on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Haskins to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. Third down here. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Throwing now is Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Touchdown, Eagles. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Haskins will throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, running right is Howard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go with Howard again. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets pretty